The Ministry of Health is urging Guyanese not to venture out unless necessary. If you must venture out, the Health Minister strongly advises wearing masks over your nose and mouth. And remember to wash your hands regularly. Hey, I'm Joel and welcome to the channel. Today I'll attempt to answer the questions, what is Linux and what are distributions? In school, we were taught that operating systems are software that manage computer hardware. This is true for the most part, since every operating system has a kernel, whose job it is to facilitate interaction between other software and the hardware of the computer. So more adequately put, an operating system is comprised of a kernel and accompanying utility software. Linux is essentially a kernel. It was initially developed by Finnish computer scientist Linus Torvalds in 1991 while he was still a student. He based the Linux kernel on another kernel at the time, Unix. The Linux kernel is free and open source, which is partly why there are so many Linux distributions around. Distributions are basically operating systems that rely on a Linux kernel to interface with computer hardware. You can think of all these distributions as being members of the same family. This would make it easier to understand why people refer to distributions as distribution name, Linux, or just distribution. For example, Ubuntu Linux or just Ubuntu. They're the same thing, generally speaking of course. There are some distributions that are based on other distributions, adding to the concept of the Linux family. For example, Manjaro is based on Arch Linux. You could say that Manjaro is the child of Arch Linux. This is it for today's video. I hope I've been able to explain what Linux is and what Linux distributions are. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please be sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. If you'd like to see more content, then hit the subscribe button to get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you.